This plum tree's starting to send out a couple of blooms. Looks like it's gonna be covered in that's heavenly. I tasted plums on the first time for this tree last year, and might have just been because it's the first year it produced, but they weren't that tasty. They kind of had a little bit of a bitter taste, in my opinion, but I gave them to somebody else, and they thoroughly enjoyed them. So I think I just have a very sensitive to any type of bitter or astringent taste, so didn't really strike my fancy. But somebody else liked them, so maybe they're decent to eat for some people. But the smell of these blossoms on this tree is just, oh my goodness! It's like when it by next week, it'll probably be covered, as it's quite a big tree, and you can smell it from really far away. I'm not sure how far exactly, but it is amazing. The blooms just smell amazing. So even though the fruit on this tree is bad, I'm glad to keep it because of the way the flowers smell. It's just like intoxicating almost when you pull in the front yard and a long way back here, and you just smell it, and it's like It's a plum tree. That one hasn't really bloomed out yet or anything. This is the fallen over plum tree. It's blooming. Let's take a whiff of these flowers. I don't remember them smelling nearly as good. Yep, they don't smell nearly as fragrant for some reason. I don't know why, but I guess different plums, different smells. But that other one for sure is amazing. Apple tree hiding down in there. It's right there. Didn't grow very much last year. Let's see. And this one, it's the apple tree. Still not budding out. The apple trees would probably be one of the last things to bloom. It's a bigger apple tree. It's really wet right there. And that one's not blooming yet either. Another apple tree. This is like apple land over here. Healthy, about 4 feet tall or so. This is that other apple that I cut off right there, and it just went and exploded. I think it helped. I had put a lot of mulch around it the previous year too, and I think that helped kind of dry up the soil and make it more organic rich. So I think it liked all that, and it's the one that's been struggling this powdery mildew. You can kind of see it right there, some damage from that. But it was just on last year. It had covered the whole tree pretty much and was so bad. That's why I cut it off. But it's only on like that limb right there. You can see a little bit right there. And I think it'll do fine this year, so I'll just leave it. This is as you can see, this so yeah, it started off in that, and it was only like 2 feet tall when I got it, and it started sending up this shoot, and then it sent off this crazy shoot. So it's just grown crazy, this black locust, and yeah, it's about 7 or 8 feet tall, that tallest branch right there. So yeah, that one might have helped the apple too, with that growing beside it, maybe fixing some nitrogen and maybe getting some other minerals. And yeah, that apple tree just exploded, so it's kind of see them two growing so well together. This is another apple, pretty sure, looks like. That one's just doing okay. This one's an older apple. Hopefully I don't think it's got any fruit buds. It's kind of in the shade over here. I probably need to mound up around it more so it kind of gets quite wet. See if that'll help it out some, and also get some other things growing along with it. We'll see how that one turns out. It's kind of the little mini row right behind the kind of black locust. Finish this section off. Ooh, apple tree growing pretty well. That area back there you can see with those is some cuttings. We'll see how they do. Some grapevines. This is a honey locust. It didn't do nearly as good as the black locust back here. So it probably likes a lot drier soil, whereas the black locust thrive back here with it being pretty wet. Continue on the other side. Starting back at this is the last row, back towards the edge of the woods. Mulberry right here. It's the one I can't tell if it's gonna make it through the winter. It's got a little bud maybe right there and right there. One above it. They look green. The top part you can tell had some winter dieback though. Yeah, I for sure see some green. I think down there you can kind of see that little branch is green. That little section with that first bud, and then it turns a different color after that. So hopefully it survived down there. Find out soon. Maybe it'll grow back from the roots even if the top died. That's the apple that's way too much in the shade of this tree right here. So yeah, that was a pile of, back there you can see it's probably it's a pile of posts and fencing that the previous owner of the property just left back there. I'm slowly uncovering things as I move that way, and had to dig some of these old ones out, and that was a job, but probably clear those out eventually back there. This mulberry's budding out a whole lot. Really starting to swell. Interesting to see if it'll be some mulberry blossoms on there when it blooms. Hopefully it will. Let's see, I'm getting off track. There we go, I'm losing my place. Apple tree, the log pile back there, or the wood pile. This is the crazy mulberry, the 10-footer in 1 year. So no buds on this one yet, or no bud breaking yet. And apple tree, about 5 feet tall, looking good. That's the root stock. May graft that over to a pear, or maybe one of the other pear branches or something. Seeing as it's probably just gonna get a lot bigger this year, so I might as well probably need to do that, or I may just let it grow and just be there. Depends on if I can get to it or not. But yep, that should be the updated. Oh, got a willow back here. We'll show that one too. I've got a few willows here actually. We'll do those real quick. They're looking really healthy. Got some growth coming out already. Pretty early. Pretty new growth coming out. It looks like fake. It's almost so pretty looking if I can get it to focus. That's really encouraging. It sent up all that growth this past year. It's about 6 or 6.5 feet tall. Here's another one. That one's sending a lot of pretty growth too. Using those for making some willow water possibly. Got a lot of privet behind it right there. The new growth kind of looks similar on those. Let's see if this one, there's one more inside this cage, I think, if it survived. I don't think it did though. Nope. Well, yeah, nope. Yeah, I don't see it. So that should be the end of the food forest tour for today. I'm probably gonna work on a little pool up in the front section up here. And so that may be a new feature land-wise, or the layout-wise for next time. It'll probably won't have time to get much done today, but start getting that hashed out and maybe dug a little bit and make some mounds with the dirt around the other trees. right in this front section right up here in front of these grapevines. There's the styrofoam that I dropped. I need to pick that up. So yeah, this section right here in between the cherries, so there's a cherry and a cherry right there. And might be a little pull here next time if I can get any of this done today. So wish me luck. I'll see you guys soon. Bye guys.